What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Coach Plugged In channel. You are here with the one and only Coach K. No, I'm just playing, but today we're going to be talking about the iPads and specifically how I choose my new tech products. And I have both the 10.2 inch iPad from 2019 and the 2018 iPad Pro with the new Magic Keyboard. And so today we're going to be talking about how you can get your next Apple device, because I know a lot of you out there have been looking at the iPad lineup, and some of you have been thinking about the changes with the iPad keyboard and also in iPadOS with new enabled cursor support. Some of you have had the same thoughts as me. So today I'm going to give you the 3-step guide on how to choose the iPad that's for you. So with that being said, let's plug in. All right, so let's get started. So the 3 things that I look at when I am looking at a new device, especially when it comes to something like the iPad lineup, is I look at price, portability, and usability. So when I first start out, I look at the device itself and the price to buy everything brand new. And then from there, I try to work out what the discounts can be, what alternative routes I can go to make sure that I can fit that same product into my personal budget. And everyone isn't gonna have the same budget. So today we're gonna be talking about how to specifically gauge what you're looking to do with your device and how to budget that out. So at the time of recording this video, you can currently get this iPad 10.2 inch on Amazon for right at $250 for the 32 gig or $400 for the 128. Now, personal preference, if you're going to be using this for a lot of tasks, then I say that you need to not get the base model and go a step above and get the 128 gig. That's the only downside also to this specific iPad, is that you only have 2 storage options. And I would probably say that if you're going to be using this for more than just watching some videos, that I would think that you would need to get the 128 gig device. So along with that, you have this here, slim folio keyboard that comes with it, and you can buy this on Amazon right now for around $150. And then also the Apple Pencil Generation 1 is coming in at around 95 bucks. So for all of this right here, you'll see the total price right here. And then we're moving on to the iPad Pro. So the iPad Pro, I actually got this specific iPad off of Apple's refurbished site, but at the time of recording this video, I cannot find that on their site. But you can look in a multitude of places. But also, if you wanted to look at the 2020 model for this specific 11-inch iPad, you can get that starting out around $700 and it'll range up to $1,000. Now, the best part about having the iPad Pro is that you get more storage options. The one I have here is 256 gigs, and I think that's a pretty decent area of storage to get. Now, when it comes to the accessories for that device, you're looking at about $180 for the slim folio keyboard or $300 when you're looking at the Apple Magic Keyboard. And the Apple Pencil for this device comes in around $130. So the total price for the Apple iPad Pro, you can find that total price right here. And if that's all you really needed to know today, you can actually, leave a comment below that, hey, this is the Apple device that I think I already need, and you can just hit the like button, and then you have to go no further. But for me, I take it a step further and I go into portability. So with this 10.2 inch iPad right here, it is very lightweight. I can take this thing just about anywhere. I like the typing experience a little bit on the slim folio keyboard, but the thing that gets you with this is with having cursor support, you're gonna have to carry some type of little gadget bag with you to put your lightning dongle in it, to have lightning cables with you, and also to be able to carry your Apple Pencil. And if you wanted to use cursor support, you're gonna have to have some type of external mouse unless you go out and you buy devices like Logitech's new keyboard that has a trackpad with it. Now, I really would like to try that out. So if any of you would like to see that on this specific channel, let me know and I will go out and, possibly be able to show you guys what that looks like to be able to use the trackpad on the 10.2 inch iPad. Now, for the iPad Pro, however, this is a little heavier, much heavier if you're using the Apple Magic Keyboard with it. But the best thing about accessories is that you can actually put the Apple Pencil magnetically, attach it to the top of this specific iPad. Now, you will still have to carry a dongle with it if you want to plug in, SD cards or external hard drives. Now, you do get 2 ports because there is a port on this Apple Magic Keyboard and you still get the regular USB-C port, but the port on the keyboard only works for charging. There is no data transfer there. But most of the time, if you're thinking about if you have even like a MacBook, if there's 2 ports on a MacBook, you're going to be using one for charging and then you're going to use one for data transfer. So it kind of weighs out the options. You don't really need 2 USB-C ports on this device to do both data transfer, in my opinion. With your accessories, you're going to definitely need some type of bag or sleeve to carry with it. So then you're just looking at, okay, how heavy is it going to be and which one is the best one for me? The last thing that we talk about is usability. The best thing about being a part of the Apple ecosystem is that if you have a phone and you have a watch and you have an iPad, those are the only 3 things you need, or even just the phone and the iPad. Most of the videos that you guys see from my channel are edited completely on the iPad Pro using Lumafusion. I could just as easily do all the editing for this channel on this 10.2 inch iPad using either Lumafusion or iMovie or any application that you need. The best thing about having this software of iPadOS or iOS in general on your devices is you have millions of apps at your disposal, and the developers are being able to really gauge what you guys are wanting. And there's so many productivity apps like note-taking apps and task managers and calendars. And then you have all of your entertainment apps like Netflix and Hulu, and Apple TV is probably one of my favorite. And of course, YouTube. And then lastly, you have your creative apps from Adobe's suite, having, Adobe Lightroom and Adobe Photoshop, to having Affinity Photo and Affinity Design, to even having something like iMovie and Lumafusion. So when it comes down to the final draw for me, if I'm having to choose between this device and this device, I'm really just looking at what I'm going to use it for. Right now, I use the Apple iPad Pro because of the fact that I do all of my videos right here on this iPad Pro. Now, I do, however, use this 10.2 inch iPad a lot. This is technically my work laptop in a lot of ways, and I do have all of Microsoft's apps in the dock on this iPad. So Apple has, been able to partner with all of these other companies, and I use Microsoft Word and Excel and Teams and Microsoft To Do and Outlook for my email, all of that on this particular iPad. So if any of you are out there and you're students, or if you're coaching, or if you have a business or you're just looking for a new computer, this iPad actually works out the best. So if you're a person that's looking for this, 10.2 inch iPad, head over to Amazon right now and catch this great deal that they're having on it. If you feel like you're a more pro user and you're going to be doing way more with the iPad, maybe you should think about getting the iPad Pro. But I can tell you, I have a friend who is a creator, who's an artist, that has been doing all of his drawings on this 10.2 inch iPad, and I think it's amazing. So any of you out there that are creators, just know that you can still find hope in this 10.2 inch iPad. And for those of you who think that you may be more pro than this iPad Pro, maybe you can even look into the new MacBook Air or the MacBook Pro. All of those options are available to you. So I really would like to know what you guys are using right now. So make sure you like this video and also comment down below the like button which exact device you either are looking at or that you have, and what are some of the ways that you are using it. I would love to know how you all are using one of these iPads or an older iPad, or maybe even the iPads that have just come out this year. I would love to know what you guys are doing. And that's all that I have for you today. Make sure that you go out and you take advantage of some of the sales that are happening, especially on Amazon right now. And, enjoy yourself. iPadOS is a big thing right now. And especially I think this budget iPad option right here is perfect for anybody looking to get into the Apple ecosystem alongside that iPhone SE, and maybe even get yourself a watch if you have the budget for it. But like I said, all I have for you guys today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I thank you all for plugging in. This is Coach K. Peace.